Hello and welcome back to Stories and Sorceries. As always, I'm your host, William Roberts, here with my co-directors and management. And here's a word from our hosts.
Sponsor.
Nope, it's fucking host. I did it right. Shut up.
He said sponsor.
He said host.
We don't have the budget for hosts.
Joke's on you. Our host is...
Sponsor.
And back to the program. When last we left off, the four of you had made your way to the depths, the very heart of the mine that this settlement seems to center a large portion of its... I'm gonna hurt you. Shut up. That a large portion of this settlement seems to center its livelihood around. In an attempt to get to the bottom of it, you spoke with some people, came to some agreements, but ultimately could not convince the residents to leave. Instead, opting to come to some kind of bargain in exchange for your attempt to persuade the residents of this settlement to look the other way. And with a recreational sparring match out of the way,
Got the shit beat out of us in darkness.
that is where we will pick up.
Two of us.
As we
Cowards.
jump back
Smart.
into the story. The four of you have made your way back down the air duct back into the heart of the mine, where you do see some gear scattered onto a table that you do recognize as yours.
Biggest line of cocaine you've ever seen.
Yeah, there's just a constant
God, what a sniff that was.
coming out from behind a pillar.
That's half an 8-ball. That might be the whole damn thing.
As
Bag up the nose and all.
the alchemist exits and kind of just shakes his eyes, kind of almost as if he's wiping the tired away, before just gesturing toward the table. Your stuff is there now. Really, we do need to get this. And he gestures,
All
working.
right, man. All right, we're gonna go tell the villagers that you guys aren't doing anything crazy dangerous, and you're just trying to help, and just for their safety, they gotta stay back for a little while. Just for their peace of mind. You got like a time frame, like an estimate.
He just kind of like, his eyes go a little wild, and he just starts gesturing to all of the crystalline structures around this chasm. No!
I'm just checking, man. I don't know.
You don't have to be so loud about it.
Would it help if I looked in that thing again?
You see
I'm starting to think you got a
a
problem.
moment of
Just-
deep contemplation. No, I don't think it would. I gotta figure something out. Go! Out of my hair.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go grab my hand wraps.
Marduk.
I'll attempt to grab the armor.
I'll grab my amulet.
Eustace, as you reach and grab the amulet, nothing,
A demon is attached to it.
the word just fucking aesthetically. Nothing aesthetically has changed, though as you grasp it, it does feel slightly warm to the touch.
The hand warmer feels.
Hot hand.
Hot hand.
Astrion, you approach your armor and kind of grasp one of the gauntlets, and as you touch it, it just kind of jumps onto your body. It now has the cast-off properties, much to the armor that somebody paid copious amounts of money for.
What's the keyword for it?
Well, you're the first one to touch it, so you
Drip.
get to decide that.
Nice.
Decide it now, on the spot, like you just tried to make me do.
Uno reverse card.
I mean,
Just spin that table, just... To Too late. We're going to
Drop.
Going to Rolo. Oh,
Oh, he did it!
Fuck.
He did it!
Hey guys,
we're
Rolo's
going to
back.
Bryn. Marduk, it's now a +1 flame tongue, so you can add a +1 to your attack rolls and modifiers.
Doesn't snap, doesn't heat up my hands, doesn't do shit. It's just
Well, it was
Catches on fire. Of course, it heats up.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
It
say
did
it was
that
a
ahead
flame
of time.
tongue. It was always warm.
house.
And Albion, as per your frosty request,
Yeah.
your hand wraps now are a bit chilled. You see some rime kind of collects between the threads of it. Nothing intrusive. They almost just feel constantly damp. But
that sounds awful. Suck hands.
you are informed that, much to your request, they will just do more, quote unquote.
But the keyword is fight.
Fight.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Take a finger and stick it in like a drink, and now it's ice. It's ice.
I'll
water.
just pick up my amulet and say, "Thank you, Lathander. Live to see another day."
At this point, the alchemist has already turned his back to you and is just kind of gesturing you away behind his cowled head. You do see, pardon me, Rolled is just kind of gone back to a leaning position, just kind of watching all of the people that seem to be under him here. And he just shrugs at you.
I'll give Rold a nod, just like, good fight, you know. I'll begin to walk out once everybody's ready.
Wait, guys, hold up.
Oh, shit.
Hold up.
What, Drag? We gotta go.
So can we just skip the whole town thing and just go back out the air duct and just keep on our way?
You know, I was really honestly going to ask about going out the air duct.
I mean, I guess unless anybody really needs something, I feel like we might have just wasted a lot of time if we don't
We
at least
definitely
just-
wasted a lot of time.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it might
Nah,
be
dude,
worth it.
We're making
if-
connection.
I mean, yeah, you're not here.
I'm God. I'm always here.
Yeah.
Do another
I feel
line.
like it might
DM.
just
Yes.
be
From
worth-
here to Gawi, do I know there's any other towns or villages?
You're aware that there are several homesteads and settlements. There are a handful of towns, maybe not as the crow flies. You might be a little hard-pressed to see that kind of convenience. But on a carpet, terrain is not much of an issue. And just adding 2 hours here, 3 hours there in a day, you can probably branch off to find other settlements.
Yeah, I just say we just go out the air duct and just leave.
Well, we gotta
Well, I
tell
just-
the villagers.
We don't have to tell them shit.
I mean, yeah, we don't have to, but then they're just gonna probably send
It's
some
gonna
other
come back to
people
bite us,
down
no.
there, and I just feel like just to see this through, we might want to.
They have guards for a reason. They'll stop them.
I mean, maybe, but what if another group of people come through like us?
They're gonna ask them to do the same thing anyway, because we didn't do it.
I'm not leaving till I let them know what's going on, because it's the only thing that's right.
You're just gonna get blamed for failing.
I mean, maybe not. It's not like we have to really deal with any consequences from it. We can just tell them, and if they start getting mad, we can just hop on the carpet and fucking leave.
Oh, look! The consequences of my action!
Exactly. God gets it.
Where was that idealism when I was playing Rolo?
The problem with you playing Rolo was you couldn't fly, so your consequences caught up to you.
As soon as I got the carpet, I hit consequences in the first flight.
I
Just
think
saying.
technically that consequence was because of Eustace.
No, I got it was a no-fly zone that I was unaware about.
I mean, all right. So, God, I think just real quick. I don't think we need to waste too much time with this. Just swing by.
I would like to pick up some books.
Okay. Well, yeah.
See, it's 3-on-1. Sorry, Drake, you lose.
I'll buy you something in town if that makes you feel better.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a child! Bribed like a child!
And off we go back to the village.
Uh,
And that, boys, is how you handle that.
I'm pretty sure there's nothing in this town though.
Probably not.
which
you a
exit
meal.
would you like to
He's
take?
going to purposely.
Air duct.
What the
Find
front or
them
Air
back?
duct's the easiest exit, so I feel we.
But how
take
far
that.
away is the air
Well,
duct from town?
He's purposely.
We have a carpet.
Yeah, but the other one was right in town.
Yes, but
Yeah,
then
but
we
the
have to go
problem is-
up and then travel and then go up and then travel and then go up.
Wait, we have a carpet.
Okay, but you're traveling the same distance. because
That's-
the amount of
so it
distance
is
you
the
traveled away is going to be the amount of distance you are from the settlement,
And it would
just
be,
the same as you are
God, yeah,
underground.
let's just basic math. Yeah, that's
Yeah. Math teacher, ladies and gentlemen.
fine. Hey, don't call me out like
and
that.
technically, it would be faster to go out the air
No,
duct
this won't
because
come
we
out
would
until
have
after
to.
you're already
We
in.
would avoid losing time just going up, and forward, and remembering our way and all
Hey.
that shit.
You have a map.
When we go up the air duct, what
He
are
might
we
have
doing?
those,
We're
like-
going up, and then going forward.
But either way,
One way.
what I'm hearing is that the air duct is closer, so you'd
Yeah,
like
we're
to
going out
use
the
it.
poop chute.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Up-
All right,
out the poop chute.
it is
We're already in the poop.
a bit impossible to fly the carpet up it,
Yeah,
as you will have to take the ladder again, as it
The
is quite
carpet
narrow.
Is still in the.
it's in the
Oh.
hole.
That's fine. I'm just letting you know. I kind of. It almost sounded like you wanted to fly the carpet up the hole,
No.
and I'm just letting you know.
I mean, I would
Difficult.
love to just
There's a
like
ladder for a
Indian
reason.
style hover out. Like, oh.
See, that's the image I had in my head for you, but
See, I thought we were on the same page. Same wavelength.
But after a brief moment of cardio, climbing the ladder, you do exit the mine. Grabbing your bearings, you're a little ways east, maybe 10 minutes on the carpet to go as the crow flies to get back to the settlement. What would you like to do?
I'll open up the hole, pull out the carpet, and be like, all right, guys, let's carpet up. Flop it out, and what was it? Ludicrous speed.
I don't know how much I like you flopping out my carpets.
I mean, if you'd like to flop it out.
Carpets? Multiple?
Said my carpet. I put a t end of it.
Yeah, and I put a at the beginning of each of my sentences, so. It's just a form of torture at this point.
You did this to yourself, Rob.
But you go back to the settlement.
Yes.
I guess. I get a toy.
Comes out with a Happy Meal.
I would just give him my whistle.
Shove
You
that up your ass.
arrive back at the boundaries of the settlement, and you do see the individual who had
It's
given you the
still-
map to begin with, that had set you down this path. He's kind of leaned back near the mine, but more so observing the clearing and making ready for the construction of the houses that had been burned the
Alright.
previous night,
So we'll make head towards
night
him.
before.
Hey, man, we kind of figured out what's going on. So, can we like call a town meeting real fast?
You want to call the whole fucking town together?
It's a village, man. There's like what, 57 people here?
It's a settlement, and it's nearing over 100.
See, you're
All right.
wrong.
Get the council together, then. You know,
Assemble the council.
get the elders out here. We need to let them know something.
You approach, and he turns to face you. He scratches his head for a moment. Well, I suppose there are a few other people of import. Give me a moment.
I mean, it's just enough to where the word can spread pretty good.
And it's not playing a game of telephone.
He shakes his head and heads off. He gets a few paces away
Up on strings.
before looking
little
back
bit.
and saying, "We'll meet at the inn."
Oh, okay,
head
yeah,
there.
we'll be right there. And head to the inn. Dun, dun, dun,
We're already at the
dun.
end. I don't know where we are. You said we flew to town.
We're at the entrance to the cave.
You were on the boundaries between the mine and the settlement,
Settlement.
and then he has sent you to the inn.
So like the outskirts of the settlement.
Gotcha.
See, that's why I doubt myself, Bryn, because you just fucking say shit. But as you walk and or
Doubt yourself
fly
about what?
through the settlement, is there anything that you would like to pick up before this meeting
I think
is?
you said you needed to pick something up, Astrion.
Astrid will nod and he will just look for any kind of books or a restaurant or whatever.
You gonna steal a
That's-
menu?
Yeah.
Did that. Well, I bought it.
What is it you're looking for? Books in general or
cookbooks,
cookbooks?
recipes.
Okay. You do see a few general stores, some convenience centers
They're an old lady anywhere.
with a black cat, perhaps.
No, I mean just old ladies, grandmas, man. They're good at cooking.
Look, peach cobbler.
You check these centers and you do manage to gather together a few old recipes that had been lost as people moved out or whatnot. Altogether, those run you, I don't know, 5 copper for the most part.
God, that's impressive.
But as far as like a compendium of gathered recipes, you are pointed towards the inn, as they do have an actual hired cook who, by the sounds of it, does a fairly alright job. Though you are aware,
He
from
makes a pretty mean brisket. I had some earlier.
you are aware from prior
And
experience
waffles.
that he doesn't know what a waffle is. Getting there. But yes, you do, after a brief intermission, find yourself at the inn. You're currently waiting on this covenant to arrive.
It's called a council of God. Right.
That is, if they have a council.
We're gonna call it a council. Better than a covenant, because that means they're witches.
That's not what that means at all.
Yes, it is.
Whatever, okay. We're just gonna move on. As you wait, you, Astrion, are able to inquire towards the kitchen about recipes that they may be willing to part with, anything that they could write down or sell to you, and you are given a deal. They can give you a booklet of every recipe that they've made here. They've had it scribed and copied several times for 2 gold.
I'll take that.
What
I'm
in
gonna-
the fuck are you whispering about?
I'm looking around. Is there any like little thrift stores on the way to the inn?
Stores.
Like little knick-knack shack,
Is there a souvenir shop?
souvenir shop,
Come to our
There were-
mining city.
a little booth with like children's toys.
Okay, you can find children's toys
All right,
at
so what I'm looking for is the little cup with the ball on the string where you flip it around and try to catch it in the
Eevee, 100%.
Yeah.
1 copper.
cup. 1 copper, got it.
Might have to get one of those for the studio now.
Eustace will just sit there, kind of just watching Drag.
I'm gonna
Get excited
I'm
over the
gonna-
toy.
I'm gonna give Drake this toy.
Yes,
once I buy
You
it.
do manage to find a cup and ball, and you present it to Dreg as his compensation for going along with the plan.
I hold it. I'm like, worth it. We're gonna start playing with it.
I imagine
I'm an
Kit's
elite.
just watching
I'm
this
gonna leave.
and then
I said,
swats.
I'm an elite.
Oh,
I imagine Kit's just watching this, going to slap the
Kit's
ball.
asleep in the bag.
it is funny now that you mention it. Kit does stay in the bag for like 90% of your travels, though occasionally you do see her head just pops up and telescopes around to take in the surroundings, and it sometime does pass. And one of these instances of awareness, she does catch Dreg playing cup and ball, and you see a slight head shake before just retreating into the bag. But it is only a few moments before
My fox is even disappointed in me.
She's like, imbecile.
it is only a few moments before the gathered council, as you would,
Thank you.
finds their way. I'm gonna have to buy you one.
That's what I said. I need one for the studio now.
Studio. Damn.
I mean, a studio is anything that you record in.
Sure. But they all do convene before you're addressed. So, what is it? Spit it out! When are you getting them out of our fucking
Hey,
minds?
hey, everybody calm down. Everybody calm down.
That was my
okay.
guy.
Listen. Listen.
Albion? Shouldn't I maybe do the attempt here?
I mean, I think I can handle this one. Just let me try this.
Did it work for you down in the mine? Because I remember seeing you incapacitated.
Does it work for you? Like, really, Gary?
Let me be your backup, or be my backup. here. Just.
Incapacitated. What happened in the mine?
All right, listen. We have talked to the people in the mine. Okay.
Damn, y'all look rough.
Don't mind that.
We look fine.
Just a slight sparring match. Anyway, we have talked to the people in the mine. We can assure you,
I got it!
amazing, Drake.
Drag,
Amazing.
not now.
Okay, so we have
Not now.
we have discussed with this alchemist. We have figured out why he is down there. There seems to have been a miscommunication. This alchemist has found a substance in this mine that is highly volatile, highly dangerous, and he is trying to figure out a way to nullify the danger so everyone in the village can freely go back in, do their work, mine, and you guys can make all of your money and everything can go back to normal.
Right.
But it's imperative that until he's done, you don't go messing around in there because this substance that they found is, as I said, very dangerous.
Prime example, folks. See the guy right here playing with the ball and cup. Yeah.
What?
He
They all
caused
kind
an
of-
explosion, and look at him now.
I'm doing better than you.
You see a handful of confused faces as well as a number of concerned ones before somebody kind of just hushes the murmurs. They lean forward on a table and kind of cup their face. Well, youngins, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt here, and we'll say that this isn't some attempt at some malicious shenanigans, but we can't just leave this unattended. Perhaps we can offer a middle ground. You all look like the fighting type. Is it understandable for me to assume that you're here for the Harvest End Festival?
Yeah, that's actually where we're headed to.
I'm gonna win it.
So you're going to the capital. You're going to Gowrie.
Yes.
Would it be possible for us to send an envoy with you? Just someone to speak to the powers that be in our stead, to have either some magically intuit individual come by and assess the situation, or even a number of patrolmen to see what can be done here.
You talking about just to, like, confirm with the capital that everything, as we said, is kind of true?
Capital
Yes.
wouldn't know anything about it.
No, but they
That-
could send someone.
Yeah, I
young
think they
man.
want to send somebody.
Why don't you just give us a letter? We'll drop
Yeah.
it off.
All right, sir. Look, so the reason why problems seem to escalate is what is being said is true. There are things down there that will explode upon touch, and we don't really know the counter effect yet. And what's going on is people have been hired to keep others out.
Yeah, I think he gets all that, Eustace. I think what he's asking is just for somebody as a part of their government to come in and, like,
Yeah, that's-
confirm
Time
that
out.
so
Time
they're good. You know what I mean?
I just don't. I mean, sending someone with us, like, will they be able to keep up with us?
Oh, can they fit on the carpet? That's the
They
question.
can't fit on the carpet. That's why I said give us a letter and we'll drop it off, and then they can send somebody if they want.
Yes, that's perfectly understandable, but if you're just going to leave and this needs to be resolved one way or the other, we need access to our mine. It's kind of the crux of
Well, I mean-
our settlement here.
If it's gonna make you feel better to have, like, a second person out here to, like, confirm it, then we have, like he said, we have no problem taking a letter to the capital and having somebody sent out here. We kind of don't have enough room on our transportation mode to.
Well, we can spare a horse.
Well, we don't really travel by horse.
Old Shaggy.
We
Shag carpeting.
we actually have a magical means of transportation to where we can fly. So we can't.
How fast does this flight take you?
Have you ever heard of ludicrous speed?
Yeah, it's pretty fast. Man.
It's
I don't
fast.
But the real problem is there's times where we go far into the sky, and you know.
Well, would it kill you to fly low?
Have you seen the wolves around here? They're fucking vicious.
Well, we actually did post a notice about them.
Yeah. So yes, flying low. Bad idea.
Don't interact with the wolves.
Also-
You tried to feed them, didn't you?
No, they tried to eat us.
So there's also the point of we don't stop to rest because, you know, we're on a flying machine, so we just sleep on
It
that.
flies with no input.
We just take turns.
Hey,
know what I mean?
trade secrets.
Well, I
Still know how to work it.
But again, we have no problem taking a letter signed by whoever the chief of this village is. You know.
the problem with giving you a letter is I don't think anybody here particularly believes what you're saying.
Well, to be fair,
Well, what would we have to do to get you to
Wait.
trust that we'll take this letter?
we're not even being compensated. Why do we care?
I mean, yeah, we could just leave,
Like,
and you guys could just figure it out.
That's what we're trying to come to it feels like you're just trying to leave and attempting to be polite about it.
we are
I mean,
100%. We're trying to get to the
yeah,
third of it.
the whole reason that we went in the mine in the first place was just to kind of be polite. So we're just telling you what we found out.
There was no payment involved.
Yeah.
What kind of compensation would you look for to take an envoy with you to Gowrie?
If by envoy you mean a letter,
Then nothing.
then nothing.
We'll just do that for free.
Exactly.
But we physically can't take another person with us.
Well, this is a situation. As they kind of stroke their
I mean, if
beard.
it makes you feel better, you can pay us to take the letter. And I don't know.
They kind of look at their colleagues
After saying we do it for free, they're going to give us money.
before kind of squinting, and you have to understand from our perspective, it
No, I mean,
seems like you've fallen in with some banditry, and I think it might be best for us to attempt to handle this on our own.
So we can leave.
We were never stopping you,
oh,
young
that's
man.
fine. I just have to really implore you guys. You may not want to fuck around down there.
You
Now,
might.
you can do whatever you want, but
Go
I'm
boom.
just telling you from our experience, it's not going to end well for any of you. So you do with that information what you want to. We've got our food. We've got our
Give me a
books,
persuasion check.
We've got our toys.
With advantage because I was helping.
Were you?
Yes! This is a dual conversation.
You were asking if you could leave.
No, that was one part of the whole thing.
It seemed like the most important
I
part.
will use my tongue of the dragon to re-roll this persuasion check.
You have advantage.
Didn't
I was
say
never
that.
I was
that.
helping. That's not fair.
That didn't sound like helping.
17.
Okay, what were you trying to do in that situation? How were you attempting to help?
I was trying to get them to give us the letter so we could take it and tell them that we because we would do that. We
Okay, that's not what this persuasion check was for. Persuasion check was to keep them out of the mine.
Oh, no, I didn't help with that shit.
You said you're on your own.
I'm
bitch.
aware.
That
What did
was
you roll?
Literally the whole point of my
17.
speech.
Shut your
17.
fucking whore mouth.
I mean,
You see-
charismatic character should have done the charismatic part there. I mean, that was
Deliberation.
my whole point.
I know.
Between them,
I was talking to Bryn.
before the older gentleman comes back. Well, if you can't do anything about the mine and you're looking for an excuse to leave, then be on. We have matters to settle here.
I mean, you can choose to believe that that's how that went down, and more power to you, brother. Have fun. Again, and this is for everyone.
You've
I
been
would-
warned.
I would really advise against going in that mine. You guys ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, of course, we're not going to go into the mine. There are armed bandits in there. We're going to wait for the next patrol, report the situation to them, and then maybe they'll be kind enough to do what you weren't.
It'll probably be the same outcome, but you have fun with that. All right.
Yeah, your prerogative,
Cop
man.
it.
I don't know.
Cop it, he
Ludicrous
said.
speed. And we take off at an astounding 20 feet per second.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, isn't it like really fucking slow? Also, per round. So 20 feet per
Or yeah, that's what I
6
meant.
seconds.
20 feet per round.
But to be fair, it still didn't counteract the part of we don't have to stop and rest.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, fuck that guy. Their envoy can go suck a mine.
Will was just like, man, I really want to get NPC in the party. And we said no.
That wasn't the ideal, but again, you can believe whatever you like. That's your prerogative.
Yeah, that's what we told them too.
It's almost like I parroted that for
No, you didn't.
Anyways, you fly away, leaving the settlement and all of its problems behind you. That's it really is just a repeating pattern, isn't it?
What?
Go somewhere, fucking leave.
Yeah.
Solve nothing, fucking leave.
Hey, man, that was their fault.
Sure.
We solved plenty of shit. They just chose not to believe it.
We solved our enchantless weapons problems.
Damn Skippy.
None of you had enchantless weapons.
I could catch shit.
Yeah, he could catch shit.
Oh,
I can still catch shit, right?
You can still catch shit.
Just icily.
his
Icily.
medallion was enchantless as fuck.
Yeah, it was.
But his weapon,
Hey, you can use a weapon. Trust me. Wait till I get a hold of this ball and do combat.
he does not have the pattern brawler feat. Anyways, you begin flying.
Ball cut nunchucks.
Who is taking the first flight?
That'd be I.
All right.
Me carpet. su carpet.
I think me and Eustace should probably go ahead and get some Z's up in this bitch. Because I don't believe either one of us look very great right now.
Just dried blood everywhere, just super fucked up.
5 minutes of snoring. Turbulence.
I like to think every now and then Drake just does a barrel roll to see who's paying attention.
Oh, they'd be off. If they're asleep, like, whoop.
But Eustace, Albion, you would like to catch some Z's, as it were said.
I mean,
I
reckon
would. He can do whatever he wants.
That's your priority.
Yeah,
Prioritative.
I reckon I'll sleep.
All right. That leaves Astrion and Dreg for the first leg of this journey. I'd like one of you to roll me a d20. I like how you looked at each other like it was some kind of standoff. Like, what was that
I'm
about?
not gonna lie. The hand almost went up for Rochambeau.
You fool!
but then he went. So
You-
that's the opposite of paper. Just go.
You fool! I have the superior weapon.
A natural 20 says different.
All right. The day
20 wool.
progresses. The day progresses quite well.
God damn it!
That is
Skipper always talking shit about me.
assumption. Would you let me finish my damn sentence?
Oh, man.
My damn.
That's all conjure.
We just fly over like 10,000 gold.
The day progresses without much issue as your brother and your brother are sleeping soundly, rested against each other behind the two of you. You keep a brisk eye out. The weather is favorable. There's mild cloud coverage and a cool breeze blows, and it is at your back. Does very little to help with your speed, but it's comfortable. You find a clear time to think, an opportunity to converse amongst yourselves if you'd like.
I take out one of my bottles of wine and
He's trying to get wine drunk. Somebody stop him. He's gonna take off his pants.
Day drunk.
take a swig and pass it over to Dreg.
Sorry, I can't fly and drink. It's just not responsible.
Aspen with a shrug.
Thank you, though.
Somewhere in the clouds, there is a Griffin Dragoon who just kind of looks down. That's
Yeah,
right.
But when he turns to hand the wine, what he sees is my hand on the carpet and then flying
Like texting. No wine,
So-
no talk. Oh, there it goes. Like, you don't drink? I don't have nothing. I got nothing to say to you.
We ain't got shit in common.
Ask me again when it's not our turn to fly.
So what did y'all do in that monastery of yours? And you take another swig?
Oh man, the monastery. What good times. So there was a basement
It really seemed like it was Albion's favorite part.
and some elbows. Man, it was wild. Like, but yeah, I did. We had some bald people, and they were just monks, bro. They taught Albion like everything we know.
But not you. Oh, you said Albion and I, didn't you?
Yes, because
That's
that's
not what
the
I
correct
heard.
grammar.
I heard they taught Albion everything we know.
That's what I heard too.
Ed I was in there. But yeah, they had a really good library, lots of zoo books. It was, man, I know so much about animals. Isn't that right, Kit? But she does nothing.
Some ears kind of protrude from the back of your bag before retracting. Heard her name? Nothing of importance to add.
See, she knows.
Did you ever get a choice?
To go in the basement or not?
Well, that's a hard no.
No.
If
That's the name of that episode.
No, that was-
Go with the basement or not.
That's mandatory shit. Right
Yeah,
there,
no.
dog.
You know, like whenever like you're at like boot camp or whatever, and like people just like kidnap you and then haze you. That's what happened. We got kidnapped every night, just thrown in the basement.
no, to not be a twin dragon.
Oh yeah, no. This was definitely a privilege and not a right. We had to earn it.
No, I don't think you understand.
I don't.
Did you
To join the monastery. Did you have a choice to join the
Oh,
monastery?
to
you
join
ever-
the monastery?
Did you ever had a choice, or was you just destined to be in the monastery and be a twin dragon?
You see, what had happened was my town burnt down to ashes, and when I was a baby, it's right here in this pouch, and
The whole thing.
the whole fucking.
Well, minus a handful.
Oh yeah. It has some house ash in it now.
Imported ash.
Yeah, and I was left I was left by somebody at the monastery. I'm not really sure who. I was a baby, and then I was just raised to, you know.
So you're saying you didn't really have a choice?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could have left. I chose not to.
Hmm.
But like, I mean, if you believe in destiny,
I don't.
but if you did, then I guess you could say that this was destiny for me to end up where I am, doing what I'm doing. Got it again. And
I don't believe in destiny, but I'm going to sit here and grill you about the decisions you've made in your life.
I'm looking over that aspect. I mean, do you not believe that, like, you were destined to do everything that you did to get to this point?
No.
But one little change could have changed the whole outcome of your life.
Yes, from the choices I made, not a set or determined path. And it seemed like to me you weren't given those choices. And I find that kind of sad. I take another swig.
God, that ain't making me want to drink.
You're just destroying.
Is this why you do it so much?
Just destroying.
Yeah,
Drake's
is this
outlook
why you
on
drink
life.
so much? Like, God, like that's
Heavy man.
that's self-loathing to a full extent. Like, I'm just not really sure. I wouldn't change anything if that's what you're wanting to know. Like, I enjoyed how my life turned out.
Aston will just shrug.
Hard flashbacks to the wolf.
No, it was a learning experience.
Aston will just shrug. If you're happy with it.
I mean, yeah, and when I win this tournament, I'll be really happy.
You converse for a while. The favorable weather keeps. And as you do, Dreg, you kind of hazard a look below. You're passing a sparse forest. There's a few overturned trees, and you do spy somebody walking through it. Occasionally they look over their shoulders. The canopy hides your shadow from them. They don't seem to be aware of your presence. And you are flying high enough to where the mild conversation that you were keeping doesn't alert them. You see, after they check to see if the coast is clear, they reach into their cloak and pull out a sack before reaching and lifting up a overturned and half-rotted log and nestling under there. They lay it back down and throw some moss on top of it before hurriedly walking off in the other direction.
It's a fucking drug drop.
Scuba! Scuba!
Oh,
Dude,
dude.
we're gonna get so much scuba.
What is that? What is that from?
It's a drug from Skyrim.
And the other scroll has a drug called scuba.
It's refined moon sugar.
It makes you go fast.
Can I give it to the carpet?
Can we awaken the carpet? That's the question.
These are the questions.
I'll relay this to Astrion.
Drug drop. Drug drop.
Some hidden treasure. It's not ours, but
Yes.
someone left it.
Right
And
for the taking.
I think,
Just
I
don't
mean,
wake up the paladin.
it could be that they're trying to set the forest on fire. We might need to go look at it.
That's a good point.
All right, corkscrew down.
A fire elemental might be summoned, to pull down
Dude,
forest.
that's what I was just about to say. It's like, this is Rolo. Whenever he went into the forest and caught it on fire.
So,
I stop the carpet.
Hover in the air.
We're hovering, and I wait for the guy to get a good distance away, and then we slowly elevate her down.
All right. I will say at this point, it's been about 5 hours. You're aware that you probably could wake your compatriots if you wished to.
I do believe we should let Eustace sleep for this.
I mean,
We're just gonna grab it and go.
you said it was just a sack, right?
Yeah, it was a sack, but you know
We
you know what they say about sacks, and they could be in them.
Well, we might as well just let them both sleep and we just grab the sack.
Yeah, it could even be a boat. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Dude, if there's a foldable boat in here, that's some shit.
It's like an origami boat. It just
That is an actual item.
Yeah.
a pop out boat.
Well, it's a foldable boat. It's a little tiny boat that you fold out, and it's a real
I will
boat.
stay on the carpet while he grabs it.
All right, I pass the reins over to him for a second, and I get off, and I'm going.
So you jump off of the carpet, making sure to be as silent as you can. You overturn the moss, lift up the log, and you do see that kind of leather pouch. It's not insubstantial, maybe a liter's worth volume-wise.
Uh-huh.
And you grab it, and as you do, you do hear clacking. Very hard substances within, as well as the crinkle of probable paper.
Okay.
You get back onto the carpet and ascend again.
I take it, and we go back on the carpet, and we ascend, and we open it. It's like Christmas morning.
There's a bomb!
Fuck! That would be a problem.
Once again, the campaign has ended because everybody's falling. You open it, and the sun peeks from behind these sparse clouds, and it beams into the pouch as you see glitters and sparkles of opals, rubies,
Ooh!
several
We hit someone's retirement
Jim.
fund.
And as you kind of wide-eyed look at it, you shift the bag, and there is indeed a rolled-up piece of paper within it.
I read it.
You read it.
Oh, this is gonna be horrible.
Dear diary.
It's gonna be horrible.
This is the first half of the payment.
Oh, we took somebody's fucking ransom money!
You can expect the other half when you bring me the head of that old bag and lorry.
Oh no! No!
Oh, this doesn't! Oh!
We just saved someone's life.
Yeah, we did!
Did we order the hit on him though?
No, this is the...
No, this is the job that.
No, Lake Valkyrie was our job.
Lorry, Lake Lorry.
Oh, yeah.
So it was the same one.
You can infer that if you'd wish.
So we're getting rid of the competition. We're all good.
You take a moment to scrutinize this, and it's about 1,800 gold worth of gemstones, broken up between 3 rubies, 1 kind of larger diamond, and then a couple opals. Rough estimates: the diamond probably sits anywhere between 3 and 5. Each ruby probably somewhere around 2 or 4, and then the opals similar.
So, I'm gonna talk to the group about this once they wake up. How do you feel about maybe starting like a group fund? So that way, like we split our earnings into fifths, and then 1/5 of it goes into a group fund for group activities.
That's okay.
That sound good? That's too
Uh, but did you talk about the note?
Oh, yeah. I told you that.
Wait,
We just saved someone's life.
We're pretty much superheroes.
wait.
I
did-
imagined you read it out loud whenever you just read it. honestly.
I whispered it because y'all were sleeping.
Wait.
And I didn't want to wake you.
That's the. I believe that's the same job that I was offered.
I think it was. Yeah.
And you said all this was worth about 1,800 gold,
yes.
and you said, and note said it was half.
yes.
That motherfucker undercutted me.
Just remember that, so when we see him again, you can go do whatever you want. I'll keep your brother occupied.
What's your alignment again?
Yo, fuck if I know anymore, man.
Chaotic.
I'm ragey. I haven't found my
Chaotic ragey.
I haven't found my Zen stone.
But with this chance encounter out of the way, the rest of the day progresses uneventfully. The weather keeps, And as night creeps in, Eustace, Albion, you stir yourselves naturally.
Oh, thank God. I'm not on the brink of death.
Hey, you guys awake?
Yeah. That was actually pretty good sleep. Smooth driving, brother.
Yeah. No pit stops.
That's good.
Oh, also we've.
When you do shit like that, it really makes me say deception check.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell about it.
also,
I'm gonna tell.
also, Dreg found some money.
Oh, man.
Actually,
Without stopping? That's
a-
impressive.
It was a drive-by. Fly-by.
What'd you do? Just like swoop down and
Rob somebody?
pick it up like a fucking bird?
Kind of. Anyway,
Alright.
so do you remember that job that Astrion was offered to go kill the old bag in Lake Lori?
I thought it was just like some dude's wife.
Yeah, it was an old bag. Yeah. That's what the note
I
says.
don't think it. What note? There's just some guy that said something.
I was talking to Will.
Oh.
It was an old hag. My bad.
No, it was bag.
Oh, it was bag.
I
was
don't
right.
know, man. I mean, yeah, I remember him saying like some guy wanted his wife dead.
So while we were at cruising altitude, I was sightseeing while flying, and I saw this guy put a brown leather pouch, much similar to this one. And I pull it out in this tree, this fallen over tree trunk, and put some moss over it. So
Naturally got curious
I
and
got
wanted
curious.
to check it out. Yeah.
So I went and
okay.
checked it out, and very similar to this pouch right here, there was some gems in it worth like roughly 1,800 gold.
No, I'm not saying it was this pouch, but it looked very similar to this one,
and a
with
note.
content much the same.
Glaring the whole time.
And a note, and very similar to this note. I pull it out of the pouch and hand it to you.
I'll read it.
We just saved that
Okay,
woman's
so yeah,
life.
so what you just took the money that the guy was gonna pay the other guy to kill the lady, and so now he's not
I
gonna kill
see
the lady.
it as compensation for the mines.
I mean, yeah, if you want to jump through some gymnastics in the mind and
We are.
get to that
Now,
conclusion, you can.
to my next point of work, I talked to Astrion about it, and he's in agreement.
Eustace is glaring harder now.
How do you two feel about when we get paid for jobs, separating it into fifths, and then 1/5 of the money going into a group fund for group activities,
What kind of group activities?
like doing karate in the garage?
We have to have.
What the fuck is a garage?
Oh, sorry,
Karate in the basement?
in the stable.
I mean, like, what do you mean, like?
Well, okay, so like we need food rations. Well, the group is Astrion's cooked for us before, so if he wants something special to cook us, like he could go into the group fund and get
Oh, and
something
like
out.
enter in the tournament. We can take it out of group.
Yeah,
fund.
exactly.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. That seems cool.
Like any amount of money we get as a group from here on, we just put a percentage of that in the group fund.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So
with
when
it.
we get the gallery, we could take these gems and sell them for 1,800, and then that doesn't divide even to a 5.
Well, then it does, just not to a nice round
There's
number.
what kind of jewels?
20%.
exactly is in there.
What?
Oh man, there's some
Yes,
some opals
20%
and some
is
rubies and
1/5.
Sorry.
What was that? What was that last one?
I missed. It sounded like you said diamond.
I said almonds, but
Now I'm gonna need a deception check.
you already have diamonds, man.
Yeah, and I tell you what, if it's bigger than this one, I'll trade you.
Are we really gonna compare diamond sizes right now?
Well,
Show me your G, I'll show you mine.
We ain't got nowhere to be, man. I mean,
I know that they come in handy.
I whip out the die. Is it bigger?
who's
Eustace,
is
how big
bigger?
is your diamond, man?
That's what I'm trying to get to.
How big is your D?
God, you gotta search for it. I guess we're
It's
trading.
about 250.
They're of similar sizes, though the diamond that you hold in your hand, Dreg, does seem to be of a finer cut, with more beautiful facets.
Does that matter when it comes to revivitation?
Yes.
The
Has to meet a
value of the
value
diamond
threshold.
is what matters.
Okay. If you this one, mine looks prettier than yours. I'm sorry. So if you want
He
to
has
swap,
the better D.
I'll
the problem
be fair,
is yours
Drake.
yours
I
has a
promise I'm
nick in
not
it and it
using
curves
this
off to the
as
left.
have more value than you. I'm preparing for something later down the road, to help all of us.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
If you don't mind, I'll swap.
Okay, we'll swap, and then I'll be like, "Hey, Albion, can you open the hole on the
Actually,
carpet?"
we got to
Is
be
there a
stopped for
problem,
that.
bro? Asheron's dying.
Later down the road, 5 levels later.
Oh,
Cut,
okay.
cut. We are outside in the maelstrom.
Guys, I can finally do it.
I think honestly, when it matters the most, yeah, probably that'd be
Right.
good.
Time in.
So what's its value? 'Cause I
Do
need at
you
least
have? Are you
500.
proficient in jeweler's tools?
No.
Then you cannot accurately appraise this
Well,
diamond
then I'll get it
yourself.
appraised.
Okay.
When you get there,
We get to Gara.
But
Alright,
as far as
Gaura.
your diamond versus his diamond did indeed look prettier.
make a good ring. All right,
It's a little big. Be a Shaq ring.
she'd be happy.
Y'all seen Shaq's Hall of Fame ring? Holy
So
Yes.
I'm gonna hold on to this, and then as soon as we land Albion, I'll put it into the group fun hole.
Yeah. We can do
the
that.
the group what?
The group fund hole. Not group fun hole.
That's what I heard.
I mean,
name of the episode. Group fun hole.
So,
Y'all got to go to the truck stop for that.
so,
that's the base.
so DM,
Yes.
I got a question.
Yes.
Like we talked about before this session. Yada yada.
Yeah. I was just seeing if y'all wanted to do anything. But
While we're flying, I'm just working on shoes.
yeah, with Albion and Eustace taking the night shift, with the previous weather roll and the encounter already being settled, the weather is amicable and nothing of note really seems to happen. Though, Albion, you swear that as you're flying, the moon kind of makes itself known.
Does it wave?
Large and unintruded on by these wispy clouds that gather around other celestial bodies. You swear you see something moving across it. You strain your eyes, and it's arrow shaped, slightly.
It's fucking super bad.
What is that?
At that distance, you can't really make it out, but it seems to be moving through the air at like a perfect 40. Not in line with the direction that it's moving, just settled in that angle. Moving upon an axis that's unknown to you.
What you looking at, Albion?
I don't know, man. There's something up there near the moon that's just like kind of floating.
Did you want to fly up higher and get a better look?
I think that's too high, brother. I don't know if we can breathe up there.
Well, we can go as high as we can till you can get a better look. It shouldn't be that far.
I feel like there might have been a misunderstanding. It's not like orbiting the moon.
I really felt like that's where you were going.
No, it's just very high in the sky and some distance away from you. It's passing in front of the moon.
I imagine we're like 50 feet in the air, and he's probably talking like 200 feet, maybe
Well, no,
400
I could
yards
see
out.
it at 200 feet.
Yeah, it's not just a height difference, it's a distance difference
Oh,
as
man.
well.
Yeah,
I would assume so,
Okay.
if you two were
Yeah, I
sleeping.
don't know, man. It seems real far away.
I would have done more. I would have done some tailoring on his cloak before I went to sleep.
Okay. I'd say you have
Just keep an eye on
2-3
it.
hours before everything winds down.
Oh, hey, while we're up, Yusuf, what's your favorite color, man?
What's my favorite what?
What's your favorite color?
I don't know. I never thought about
Well,
it.
hell, man, pick one.
Fuck, dude, why are you making this harder than it
Running
has
out
to
of
be?
time, brother. Just let me know.
Blue.
All right, cool. I'll just keep waiting.
But
Wait, so is Eustace flying the carpet?
I mean, I'm, making
Yeah, of
it's
course.
not really like a steering wheel situation.
Oh, I thought you had to hold the front tassels.
You have to like enforce your will upon it. If you do that by holding the front tassels, then
Do I need to roll for
that's
this?
very
Hey,
enforcing.
I gave you an idea.
are
I
you
whispered
nearing?
Greg's ear.
I wouldn't say you're close to completing
I'm
yet.
clapping,
Will
that,
well,
clapping
I'm-
that carpet.
This is
Right,
the
that's me
second time
controlling
I've
that
worked
wheel.
on Eustace's.
on Eustace
going-
specifically?
Well, yeah, because I did his first, and then I'm doing
Oh, okay.
Astrion's.
Well, then yeah, go ahead and roll
Correct.
for
Go
it.
ahead and roll.
We'll
That's
say by
exactly
the end
what
of
I'm
this
doing.
night's shift, you'll be able to finish it.
It's a dex
very
with proficiency.
It's a skill check, yes, because you're proficient in cobbler's
just forcing
tools,
my wheel.
quote unquote.
Good strong pat.
Then yes, it
So
would
it's
be
a plus
proficiency.
8. 19.
Do I need to
Those
roll
are
for
good.
mine?
Those are some good boots.
Uh, how many days have you spent working on the hallberg?
Uh,
It feels like not long, because he
No.
asked you in the room that you stayed in before you went into the mine.
yeah, but I was fucking with it the whole that whole time in the mine. When
He
we
did
were-
fuck with it during the mine because that was the same time I was fucking with shoes.
Yeah.
So he's probably worked on it the same amount of time I've worked on the shoes.
We'll have you roll for it at the end of tomorrow's shift.
Cool beans.
But with a 19, by the time your weariness starts to set in, you can see the sun peeking up over the horizon. About the time you decide to wake the other two, you have finished what appear to be quite a good, serviceable pair of boots. And with what limited supplies you have, you've managed to dye the leather of them to a not unsubstantial degree.
I don't want the whole thing to be blue.
Yeah.
Just like some intricacies
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
blue in there.
Kind of like cowboy boots. With
Yeah,
the,
yeah. Just with some blue inlays in it, and just I'm gonna do my best with the materials I have to style it with his look, right? But just giving it that color scheme, and you know,
So
obviously giving it that patented
shoes.
cobbler choblin comfort.
good insoles.
Oh, excellent insoles. I've measured the fuck out of your feet while you were saying.
It's not creepy at all. It's like
Keeping in mind Eustace's general resting attire, you do model these shoes quite well, and as you gift them to him, let's have that exchange play out.
Yeah. So, oh, okay. I think they're done. All right, Eustace, close your eyes.
he's flying. Or are you flying?
I'm still flying.
Who's flying?
I'm
Okay.
flying.
Don't have to close his eyes. He's flying.
All right.
All right, and
I
I'm
mean,
just gonna present them all nice, kind of get that nice little final polish on them, and then I'm just gonna lightly set them in his lap. All right, you can open them.
Is it okay?
Happy unbirthday.
What's that? Oh man,
Yeah.
them some
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
them some pretty boots, man.
So you're
Yeah.
So happy death day.
No.
He's just gonna die.
No,
Hey,
no.
unbirthing stab.
You got 363
Yeah, I
unbirthdays a year.
That gave me an idea. And I'll prestidigitation him to make him look all like noble, like and like make sure he's cleaned up and he looks nobly with his outfit.
Minus
You can't change.
the.
Yeah, you
Clothing.
can't necessarily change the clothes he's wearing.
I'm not changing the clothes.
But
He's like
like
changing
your
my
hair,
hairstyle.
your hair, all of a sudden,
I got that
and
5-year-old
curled up,
flow.
very George Washington. Your skin's never been so dry.
I must cross the Delaware.
and I'll nod and start to put my boots on.
They will give me a
Listen,
monument.
man, you're not gonna find any more comfortable boots than that. Let me just tell you. I put my heart and soul into these.
Well, to be fair, I did steal these off a dead guy.
Well, those are actually made by my masters, so the might be comparable, but just those were made with love, so they'll probably be better.
I'll put it on him back.
Like clouds, ain't it?
I was thinking grass because I've never touched a cloud.
Sure you have. We've flown through many.
We've flown above them.
No, we've flown through them.
Eustace says, I don't know what you're talking about. We've only flown through fog.
Yeah, man. You remember the time whenever you and Drag were just
Fucking
like
sky cotton.
fucking
Oh
nay
yeah,
nay 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 nay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was just fog. My bad.
Weird times,
Foam?
man.
Fog.
Oh, he said foam. It was a foam party.
Yeah, dog. We went to that foam island.
Oh, did we? That
So
would've been
speaking of which,
fun.
should we wake him up for breakfast?
Oh shit, yeah, it is kind of nighttime or something. I don't know. It's
Just-
our nighttime. It's their daytime.
Day-
Something's
fucking-
happening.
day- Break's
third
coming.
shift.
I don't know, man. Hey, Drag,
Grr.
it's time to get up.
Jastrian, time for your drink.
Time for your drink.
I got your medicine for you.
While his eyes are still closed, he just grabs the drink and just.
Yeah, I have the
Sweet.
decanter right there ready for him. It's water.
It's mayonnaise.
Why isn't this vodka?
There's some bullshit.
So what's in the decanter?
Water.
It's water, Astrion. You turn it up and just hydration.
It's going
Just
against my
spits
body
it out.
system.
My body can't handle this.
I used to just drink water. That's why I used to murder everyone. So I drink wine to calm myself. But now I want to murder everyone.
Could you not?
That sounds like my brother.
Right.
Now let's calm that down just a little bit before we land, shall we?
Why wouldn't you give him his alcohol then?
It's daybreak, man. What you want?
It's never
What does it look like?
It's never too early to drink.
It is early morning. The sun is just now coming up over the horizon.
Dude, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, man. It doesn't really matter.
You're right. It's 5 o'clock in the morning now.
Anyway,
5 o'clock's 5 o'clock.
It's all just a number on a wheel.
Did you tell that to them farmers?
But, anyways, how long would the four of you like to stay up together before proceeding on?
'Cause I'd like to fly on down, fellas, if you don't mind.
We want to actually cook a meal?
'Cause I want to practice some work.
Oh, heck, Drag, we could beat each other up.
Oh, yeah.
Do you mind if I partake? But I promise I won't kill you. I
Everybody
just,
just
I,
Well,
I-
yeah, that's kind of the
fuck out
point
of
of
each other.
training, bro. You ain't supposed to kill people in training,
It's
man.
called sparring for a reason.
Yeah.
what I'm saying is I was going to use my weapon.
So
You gotta just use the blunt end of it.
yeah, you boys train wherever, and
I've got a cookbook to read.
Said you
Just-
kids go play in the yard.
Put him-
I'm gonna fire the grill up. Daddy Astrion.
So while they train stuff, I'm going to find some firewood, make a file.
can we?
G-
When he opens the thing, I was gonna help with the firewood.
Oh.
That's why I was asking when we open.
Oh,
the
we
thing
got
with
all
the
the uses
carpet.
as wood shavings in here.
I was gonna
Plenty of kindling.
I was gonna see whenever we put the carpet in there if we could think firewood and see if there's any firewood in there.
That's actually a good idea.
No firewood.
All right,
comes
go
to your
look for
hand.
your firewood.
Okay. Hey,
I tried.
Hey, while we got this open, throw that pouch in there.
Oh yeah, he go.
Jewels everywhere.
Yeah.
It's tied.
And I get my pot set up and everything, and all my
Oh, you
cooking
got some
stuff.
black fabric.
So I'll help brother with the cooking.
I thought you were with them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And I will look at the recipe book that I bought at the restaurant.
You flip through it, skimming over what you have ingredients wise, and you do manage to find a venison stew. It's got a handful of savory elements to it, and plenty of seasoning to offset the gaminess of it. And you are aware,
Find a deer.
and you are aware
Would
that
wolf
the your little space door thing that nobody's bothered to name, your pocket does have packs of venison in it, so this might be a good fit.
Yeah.
I
Are you talking about
The pocket dimension.
We did name it. It's the group fun hole.
The group fun hole. Yes.
I'll go up
All
to.
right, that has to be the name of this episode, guys. It's going in the list.
You go up to the group fun hole.
No, I go up to ask to Albion.
He's like tying a bandana around his eyes.
Open
hey, man,
the
what's
fun
up?
hole.
I need you to open up the fun hole.
Oh, you want the group fun hole? All right, I'll open it up.
It's gonna
And
get worn out.
I'm gonna look at Ashton and say, "Hey, Ashton," and I'll hand him the decanter of
Water.
yeah, so to help him with the cooking, so he has water for it.
What if we needed mayonnaise?
Or that
It's too late then.
tomorrow.
I'll take the candle, thanks. And
Fine.
and I'll think venison.
A few packets of these portioned out pieces of venison come to your hand.
Expiration date's tomorrow.
After having been sorted, some of them were pretty close to thawing, so you do need to go ahead and get them used. But You
I thought you said
retrieve
this
them.
acted like the bag of holding too.
I was making a joke. It do.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie.
Until you're satisfied with the amount that you have for the group that you intend to feed. The rest of the recipe is relatively well written, though occasionally it's broken in shorthand. But you manage to work your way through it, and given time, you are able to prepare a savory stew. We'll say steeping and preparation, all in all, it takes about 2 hours to get from step A to finalization. And during that time, you three have been beating the fuck out of each other.
No, they've been beating the fuck out of me. I'm going for toughness, remember?
Well, I'm also doing that
Or
just
tough.
with a blindfold on.
Yeah.
And I'm polar master.
You just don't want to.
This is the biggest.
So you two are just lined up saying, hey, come on, Eustace, hit us. And he's just standing literally as far away as he can.
Yeah, I'm just taking it. Like, ugh.
I'll allow 2 hours of training
Nice.
towards your respective feats.
I feel like I have to be close to mine by now. I've got my shit knocked out of me so many times from me and him.
And the whole point of me practicing mine's to
How many hours do you have?
We never wrote it down, but I know we've trained for this periodically throughout the last
I think
38 episodes.
I think twice.
No, we did it more than that. Because there's times when we just fucking slapped each other. It's just pop, pop, pop.
Hey, food's done.
Wait, really? No dinner bell?
I
Fucking throws a shield at you.
Tough.
Astrid will
Yeah, I got nothing in there.
Yeah,
Astrid will roll his eyes and use presentation to make a bell sound.
Nice.
It do work that way. But you finish your malarkey with your violent acts of domestic abuse toward each other. And you sit down and eat, and it is a...
it's not abusive, it's welcomed.
You sit down and you eat a well-prepared meal. It's quite a change of pace from the daily rations that you've been allocating from the beginning of your journey. And it's good.
When I
There's
get
nothing to
down
say
to
about
like-
that, really.
When I get down to like that much left in the bowl, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Kit, come here," and give her the rest of it. I left some pieces of meat. And
Sure.
Some carrots. You put carrots in it.
Did you put carrots in it?
I just.
What vegetables did you put in the stew?
All of them.
Astrid just over you. Are you done?
That wasn't the answer to the question.
Yes, there's vegetables, carrots, celery. What do you want?
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure that Kit got all her nutrition. Here you go, Kit.
It's funny.
Astrid, I gotta tell you, these potatoes, fucking delicious, man.
Also potatoes.
You expect Kit to eat as you would expect an animal to eat from a bowl.
She grabs
Nah,
the
she
spoon.
grabs that fucking spoon.
She does not grab a spoon as she does not have thumbs. But you see she kind of dips her paw in it and brings it up and just licks it off. And her claws do grasp at like bits of the meat and whatnot. And she just kind of refuses to eat like an animal.
Just
That's my girl. So pretty.
Very dignified fox.
Astrid
Four
just
tails.
Astrid just looks down at the fox. Is that good for you, or you want more?
She seems satisfied with what she has.
More, please.
Can I have some more? Brother, if you got any left, I'll have seconds.
oh hell yeah, man.
I give everyone seconds.
There was a amount of wiggle room in the ingredients, as it was a recipe made for an in-house kitchen that sought to feed many people in a night. So even having cut the ingredients list, you still end up with more than you really needed. So the fact that they want seconds is convenient.
Kit, do you want more?
Yes, say that. She seemed satisfied.
That was before you offered seconds, though. She was being courteous, man.
I just like to imagine she just kind of looks at him, shakes her head, and snuffs her nose at him. This man doesn't understand me.
You're a fox.
She does still seem satisfied.
Okay. I'll take some more, though, Astrion. That was delicious.
Your bowl has fox hair in it.
First step of fusion.
Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here.
Aspen will look at the bowl.
Tried that
Puts
once. It was
taste
frowned
in the
upon.
bowl and puts some more in.
I feel like he just wants the fluffy tail.
Also, presentation fucking helps with the dishes, man.
Hell yeah.
100%. But with this new routine in place, you pack up once everything is done
Back in the fun hole it goes.
and continue on your way.
That's the greatest thing we've ever created.
I'm telling you, you need to stop creating names.
For the next day of the journey, I would like somebody to roll me a d20.
I will roll d20.
Do it.
This is day
Two.
2.
2.
Be good.
15.
Heyo.
That's good.
Okay, 15.
Block of geeks run right into us.
Okay.
You do have to change course
Oh, come on.
more than once today, as birds seem to be in their migratory patterns. None of them really get too close to you, but you do see something harassing one flock of migrating fowl.
It's an arrow-shaped thing.
It is not an arrow-shaped thing, but it is sticking low towards the foliage, and when it can, it ascends into the clouds. And every now and then you see these birds, these avian creatures, kind of try to move out of the way to dodge it, but it's diving out from whatever cover it can, and it's snatching these birds out of the air. Would you like to continue on your current course or change trajectory?
I'd say we continue. What do y'all say? Yada,
I
yada.
can't do much to stuff in the air.
Yada, yada.
Oh, wait, I can fly.
Not for long.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
You want to pay to rebuild their houses?
I say we just get close enough to see what it is, and then I can cast a spell at it.
Then we're into air combat, where we're all bad, except for you.
I mean, he can shoot beams out of his hands.
How many times, Iron Man?
Literally forever, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. He does have that. But what is it? His armor.
That's all.
I am Astrion.
I mean, the safe thing to do is just avoid it, but
Yeah, let's just avoid it. It's not our problem.
All right, yeah, if you guys
It's
don't want
just
to fuck with
birds.
it, I don't care.
I'm just thinking,
Makes
it's
no
more
difference to me.
Just bored, he says, as a
We play Milestone. Used to.
bored Hydra just comes.
Which I'm saying, y'all can get new experience with the creatures in this region.
I mean, if you want to, like, shoot
Are
some
you
birds
changing
down, you could duck
course?
I think the majority of everyone wants
No.
to just. Oh, okay.
mine. What? Wait.
You hold course.
Wait. Is holding course going into it?
Yes.
We're changing course. I refuse.
I was just like, man, he just fucking went 180 on me.
Drake was just like, I need full speed.
Ludicrous.
Astrion, you need to jump off. We need to go faster.
Oh, what? Abandoned ship.
But you change course, narrowly avoiding the flock and kind of keeping your distance. As this whole shebang passes past you, by you, you do get a look at the creature that's accosting these fowl. It's roughly the size of a large goose, though it has many necks.
The Hydra Goose?
It has talons.
It's a goose
It's a
hydra.
goose trip.
It has talons that are not befitting of the body that it's attached
It's a
to.
goddamn chimera.
And it's-
talons.
No. And as
Oh,
it dives
It's
through,
a chimera.
it's grabbing these birds out of the air.
With human hands.
No,
Or
with its talons.
4 talons.
Its wings are spurous, as if they have barbs at the tips of them, though still feathered.
It's a redneck
It
bird.
seems to be a conglomeration of several different things, and at the head of each neck, long goose-like necks, you see a rooster head, a goose head, a chicken head. 8 in total, just different amalgams of the same creature.
It's a goddamn foul chimera. It's just a whole bunch of birds in
The
one.
bird abomination.
But-
Fusion dance gone wrong.
It was supposed to be a joke, guys.
You leave it be.
The Port Hydra wasn't supposed to exist.
You leave it be
real.
Why do I keep making jokes that come into existence?
Are you God?
until it's a distant memory. And the rest
That will
of the day.
haunt our nightmares for days to come.
I just wonder what that chicken tastes like.
I don't want to know anything about it,
I mean,
man.
have you
That
heard of
thing's
a
terrifying
turducken? Add
looking.
5 more.
But
5 more birds.
a little off subject. Has people noticed that? Every time I make a funny haha joke, maybe what would happen, it fucking happens. Oh, hey, maybe when we fight the BBG, someone turns into a plant. Oh wait.
It happens.
Would I have seen
It
this
did
in one
happen.
of my zoo books?
No.
I can't even roll for it.
You can roll if you'd like.
Will it make a difference?
No.
If I roll a 20?
Nat
Not at
20,
all.
nothing. You haven't seen shit.
I will say, though, trying to sift through the files of your memory to find some creature like this, nothing natural flips any pages for you, Dreg.
What about
So-
my mythology books?
Roll me a Arcana or a History.
What?
Different subject.
Bullshit! We were in the same monastery!
Okay,
Yeah, but all you did was read 2 books, which
No, I
are
read
real.
other things too. I have history proficiency.
is that what you're going for? Just anything, not
Yes.
just natural creatures?
Obvious. Yeah, it's a chimera. I knew that.
Okay, well then roll History.
Dirty 20.
Fuck, I don't get shit.
Yeah.
Why do I even try?
Sifting through everything you can think of, no natural creature comes to being. Though you do remember sparse tales of hydras, things with many heads. Though that only vaguely matches what you've seen, and they certainly didn't fly. Other chimeras they bubble to the surface of your memory. Though generally they're a simple amalgam of 3 creatures. This was many more. This seemed to be unique in some way that you couldn't quite place.
Hey, Drag, you remember them mythology books we used to read?
I don't remember shit.
No, it was. I can't think of the damn name of it. But it was the one mythology book about the guy who had to take the adventure. You know, the regular old hero's journey shit. You know, he just kept going into trouble. He fought that one
Sounds
thing.
like a fairy tale to me.
It was one of those, yeah. It was
The
you know-
Aliad.
the Aliad. Do you remember it? So in one of the islands that the guy went to,
Iliad. You know, the Odyssey.
like the Iliad and the Odyssey.
I never read it.
Oh come on,
Theater
God
kid.
damn it, you were a theater major.
Was,
Anyway.
it, was it required?
So you know, one of the islands he went to, he fought that
Fuck, I did
thing.
read the Odyssey.
Motherfucker. He fought that thing that had the 3 heads, and it was like, you know, one was like a dragon, and one was like a bird or eagle or something. You know, the chimeras, that's what they were called.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what that was, but it had like 8 heads.
Can you imagine the squawk attack from that?
Dude, that'd be mad.
It'd be annoying.
Yeah. Just imagine if all of them yelled at one time.
Or they all pecked you at the same time.
It do
That'd
have
be
8
hard to
attacks per
dodge.
turn.
Good God.
What, how much?
8.
8 heads. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Checks out.
It does. Yeah, that was neat, man. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. I got some shoes to make.
But-
start on Astrian shoes.
With that knowledge gleaned, and the day winding down and pedaling on, day turns to night, and night passes uneventfully. Oh.
When I'm not flying, I would like to work more on escape.
Yes. And you do. And towards the end of where you feel comfortable, as I said before, you will get to finish it up.
Roll.
See that roll.
So
rolling,
if it's
rolling.
bad, I already have a great description for it. If it's
So you're prepared for the word.
Yeah, he didn't make a description for if it's good.
No, I already had the description a long time ago for the good.
Okay. Luck. I know.
It is total lucky 7.
That's with proficiency in dex.
Oh, and Dex?
It's a skill check.
11.
Look at him, above 10.
It's above 10. It's not terrible. It's not particularly anything to write home about, but it's perfectly serviceable.
Okay, so I'm gonna hand it to Astrion. I'm like, hey, I got your cape made. What you see
What you see?
is a black cape with silver linings that looks immaculate. Wait for it. Immaculate. All the way around the border. All the way to whatever the fuck you're gonna clip it onto. I don't know how this cape thing works. And in the center, you see a lion's head with the derpiest ditto face you have ever seen in your entire life. Everything went good until I got to the lion's head. Had crazy almost got me there.
Just like missing some teeth.
I could tell that the word lion was an afterthought.
But this is a masterpiece. And it's going to be worth money one day. Just wait.
When my name is spread across the stars, they'll know that this is an original.
And then just on the inside of the very bottom right corner, you just see like a little squiggly dragon.
Squiggly dragon.
So I can make images with precipitation, right?
Well,
Hey, you don't change a craftsman's work.
you can
get dirt
depict an
somewhere.
image, right? Like you could overlay it,
Yeah.
but it's not going to change the stitching. And once the effect of prestidigitation wears off, you will go
Well,
back
that-
to ditto.
Also, that's another issue I'm having because I want it to be connected to the armor,
Could have been a lion Pepe head.
What do you mean? What connected to the armor?
the cape.
How do you mean?
I would have made it the way you
Well,
wanted
it
to
clasps.
connect it.
It should clasp to the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
it'll-
it's not just like it's not a bed sheet.
It's not a curtain, bro. I would have
So
made it properly. I
it
just don't
does
know where to
have
stop.
No,
connection
no,
point.
No. I mean, I don't want it to have any specific magical properties other than it being connected.
Oh,
To
so
the
when the
armor.
armor gets put on, the cape gets put on.
Oh, well then yeah, just attach it to the breastplate.
Okay. So
Because like the cast off property doesn't nanomite your armor. It's just your armor.
Be real cool if it did.
Your armor just falls off and puts itself on
Hey,
at your
I
command.
just want to let you know, I put on the clasp, I put magnets. So it just clings to your armor.
Fuck is a magnet.
Don't you
So-
worry about it, God. I created it. In
So
Victor.
if you attach anything to the armor, it'll come with it.
all right.
But
Watch out for body jewelry.
with gifts given
Thank you.
and
you're welcome. I'm glad you like it.
days end,
We all go to sleep at the same time.
you all go to sleep at the same time, almost supernaturally.
The
And that is where we
carpet-
will end tonight's episode.
The carpet falls.
No, obviously somebody's taking a watch.
Alrighty. We are on our way to Gowrie, the capital city, where
We've
we'll
been
have
on
a
our
tournament
way.
and probably get our asses beat. But we'll have
No,
fun
we
along the
won't.
way. We'll catch
Yeah,
you
not
next
at
time,
all.
audience. In the meantime,
We'll just throw them in the fun hole.
do us a favor. Go subscribe to our YouTube. Watch
Hit up
all of our
link
clips.
tree.
Hit up our link tree. It's on our Twitter.
We have a link tree?
We have a link
That
tree
was the first
with
thing we got.
all of our stuff on it. Everything.
Ah,
All the things.
Cool beans.
Go to our link tree, and then you have access to everything we own. Follow all of it.
Hit up Dungeons and Dime Bags.
Hit up Dungeons and Dime Bags.
Fade out.
As always, have a wonderful day.
My name is Johnny, and I'm the host, executive producer, and prince of lies for the Monsters Playbook. What's the Monsters Playbook? It's an actual play Monster of the Week podcast set in my hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota, where no monster can hurt you as badly as you can hurt yourself. It's a character-focused adventure where you'll meet Kira Ashwood, a journalist with a cult past she's desperate to atone for, and a secret power hidden even from herself. Casey Davis, a taciturn secret agent becoming disillusioned with the agency she thought she could trust. Theo Nessos, a professional sorceress trying to escape the shadow of her powerful magical family. And Mark Clayton, a pretty haunted introvert who just wants to make sense of his powers and all the weird things that keep happening to him. This is a show where danger could just as easily come from an otherworldly threat as from the fragile emotions that anchor our characters and bind them together. If you like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Dresden Files, or any city-set supernatural story with monstrous threats and messy feelings, check out the Monsters Playbook. New episodes every other Tuesday, wherever you get your podcasts.